Hello YouTube, how the heck are we? For those that don't know me, I am not Leah, and today we are spectating some solos. Not only are we spectating solos, we are dropping into Caldera to spectate solos. If you didn't know already, Caldera will be no more. After the 21st of September, it will be gone forever, gone for good. So if you're seeing this, it's probably already gone. You may be a little bit too late, so without further ado, let's drop in, spectate some solos, and see where the game's at. Right, let's load in, see how long it takes. Hopefully it doesn't take too long.
12 seconds later. A few moments later.
Ooh, we found a match, okay. That did not take anywhere near as long as I thought. Right, let's get into it. My plan is die off the bat, fall straight down, completely break my legs, disintegrate my body, head to the gulag, let them kill me in there, and then we spectate. Can I just say, before we actually get into it, how good were the operator skins in Warzone 1 compared to Warzone 2? I know they have brought out some pretty cool skins recently in Warzone 2, but I just feel like the quality and the amount and just how many good things they were in Warzone 1, it just beats Warzone 2. It just beats Warzone 2, it really does. Right, just head straight down, splat into the ground, and then we're straight in the gulag. Oh no! No! How could I forget about auto redeploy? Let's head out the zone. Instant death. Come on, there we go. Right, let's head to the gulag, let them kill me, and go from there. Wow, I have not missed this. I have not missed this. I will say, I wasn't the biggest fan of Caldera. I loved Verdansk. I loved it. Obsessed with it, played it all the time. And then when Rebirth Island came out, I kind of migrated over to that. And when Verdansk was no more and Caldera was a thing, I kind of stopped playing the Battle Royale mode completely and kept with Resurgence. I won't lie. I did play Caldera here and there, but for some reason, my PC kind of struggled to run it. Currently, it's fine though, which is very interesting because I've not really touched it since or upgraded it, so I'm not entirely sure why it can play now and it couldn't before. But at least we can play. Right, we're in the gulag. I will say my favorite gulag of all time was the initial gulag in the prison. Brother, come on. Right, let's spectate him. Let's go. Forsaken, show us what you got. Let's see where he lands. I wonder how he died originally, because I died off the bat. I just landed, killed myself, and was out. Okay, he's going for his loadie. I wonder what he's running currently. I feel like the loadout meta has not changed since the release of Warzone 2, and he's not going for his loadout. What's he doing? This is an interesting play. Okay, no, he is going for his loadout. I was questioning what he was doing. I was wondering if he'd even realised it was there, but maybe he was just... Who knows? Maybe he was just running from an invisible enemy, an unknown threat. He could be the biggest demon of all, you know? You never know. Could have a very misfortunate start. Okay. Amaguera was my absolute favourite SMG. Behind the Marco 5, I absolutely love that. The PP, why is he, okay, interesting. Not sure why he stimmed there and then got on the quad, but we'll move with the times, we'll accept it. See where he goes. One thing I do miss about this game is how easy it was to operate vehicles. Warzone 1 compared to Warzone 2, the vehicles were so much easier to drive, so much easier to handle, the turning was easier. What is he doing? Spectating people always entertains me because I just think like what is going through their mind right now? Like, why are they doing that? Who are they? What are they doing? Oh, that reminded me when I saw that box and the token next to it. One thing I do not miss from Warzone 1 is the tokens you get for like a speed boost, things like that. Like, they just really frustrate me. Loadout boxes, absolutely love. I feel like you don't really see them very often in Warzone 2. You see them in the Resurgence maps, but not really in the big map, in the Battle Royale mode. He's just checking out the interior of this cabin. Lovely. Love to see that. Ooh, okay. An enemy next to him. Wow. You can do it, bro. You can do it. Take the shot. Let's go. Let's go. A demon. I wonder if he's just going to chill here for the rest of the game, because I feel like he's not very adventurous. Kind of gets a car to like houses, chills around, has a look around. I don't know what he's doing. They don't know what they're doing. Ooh, he's not seen that guy land next to him. Surely he had that. Really? Wow. Forsaken, you're out. Who's new contender? This is the world's slowest loading player. Okay, we got TUES. TUES. No idea how you pronounce that, but we move. Okay, that's an interesting loadout. This guy's got 3 kills, so a promising start. He's got a grenade launcher and the Amaguera. Okay. Wow, okay. Stim sliding. That is something I really, really miss from Warzone 1. I used to love doing that. Breaking people's cameras when you like stim, slide past them. They were like looking around, clueless to where you were. Okay, you know this guy was a demon. You know this guy was a demon with his movement. Although, I don't hate the movement in Warzone 2. I feel like it did take some getting used to. I am used to it now, and I do enjoy it. But at first, I was like, oh my goodness, what am I doing? This just feels weird. Definitely a slight improvement. I have heard rumours about Modern Warfare 3 and the movement changing slightly to kind of be a mix between Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2 2022. How true that is, though, I'm not entirely sure. I thought he was going to get him in the car. Wow, we have a demon on our hands. This guy could actually win. We could be spectating the winner of this lobby. Maybe he can teach me how to play. We already know how to doggy. We don't know how to play, clearly. I wonder how many people still play this on a daily basis. Currently. After today, you'll be able to play anymore. Okay, he's got his UAV out, and anyone he sees, he's just like, yep.
You're coming home with me.
Wow, okay, okay. 6 kills. Demon, maybe this is the loadout meta I should have been running all that time ago. A little grenade launcher and SMG combo. Very interesting choice, especially for solos. But I feel like if you have a UAV or a bounty and you're on solos and you have that grenade launcher, you fire your grenades in if you know where they're at, and then once they're damaged, follow up the SMG. That's kind of a winning combo. One thing as well about Warzone 1 that I prefer over Warzone 2, the loudness of the footsteps, the loudness of the things in the game. Warzone 2, I can't hear anything. There's an enemy running up behind me, he's full sprint, I don't hear a thing. Warzone 1, although there was audio issues and there was bugs in the game, like there's just nothing compares to Warzone 2 with how bad it is and how terrible the audio is. Warzone 1 any day. Not Caldera though, bring back Verdansk. Let me start on that. I'm happy. Okay, he sees the car. He sees it. Oh, he's against the riot shield. Wow. He said no chance. Absolutely no chance. We actually have a certified demon on our hands. Right, I predict he's going to get 17 kills. I feel like he can easily get 10 more kills in this time frame. He's like popping his UAV, full sending, getting the kill, and then he's on to the next victim. Wow. Wow. Here we go. 9 more kills. You can do it. I'm rooting for this French guy. I'm rooting for this French guy. He's my new bestie. He didn't know it. You got this. You got this. Wow. This guy has game knowledge amongst everything else. Wow. 9. Easy. Crazy. Absolute demon. I feel like on Warzone 1, there was some very, very crazy players. Some big bots, but very crazy players. The hackers, though, the hackers of Warzone 1 were absolutely relentless. I feel like they did crack down on it towards the end of Warzone 1, maybe like the start of Warzone 2. They didn't do half as much as they should have. The game was in a really, really bad state for a long time when it comes to like people who are hacking and using walls, using aimbot, using Cronus. Is that guy out? Ooh. The question is, does that guy have gulag? I'm kind of hoping he does. I'm rooting for this demon. I want him to win. We are going to be spectating the other guy, but you never know. If that guy has gulag and he comes back, we could find him later on. We could meet again. Who do we have now? Okay. This is the guy that killed our demon. They have a marker, and I'm pretty sure they killed him with a sniper. Is he going to pop the UAV? Or is he going to hold it? Oh no, he's popped it. There we go. Wow, he's even putting a claymore on the loot. Not 1, but 2. Wow, why have 1 when you can have 2, right? Greedy. The heartbeat sensor. When I first started playing Warzone 1, I used the heartbeat sensor all the time. I was a bit of a bot when I first started. I didn't really know what I was doing. I would always be like scared and like just like crouch walking everywhere and like panicking. So I would have a heartbeat sensor everywhere I went, and they were really good in situations where, say for example, you were like the last zone and you'd like landed in. You maybe got a few weapons, but you were like not really like able to move, and you had no idea where anyone was because you couldn't afford a UAV. You could then see where people were, especially if the zone was like pretty small. The one thing I didn't like about Warzone 2 is the fact that heartbeat sensors were unusable. Hopefully with the release of Modern Warfare 3, the heartbeat sensors get fixed. Not that I'd use them very much, but I feel like if you're going to have something in the game, you may as well have something that works. Otherwise, what's the point in having it, you know? I don't know why he's pulling out his heartbeat constantly, though, when he's in the middle of nowhere. There was no one in the house a second ago. Probably going to be no one there in the next 2 seconds you pull out your heartbeat, but oh well. It's an interesting move. The question is, what's he going to do? He knows where the next zone is. He knows he's safe in the zone. Is he going to stay there or is he going to move? Who knows?
A few moments later.
I can't remember fully how much UAVs were in this game. I feel like UAVs are now incredibly overpriced. £6,000 for a UAV. It's a little bit crazy. I much preferred them when they were like £4,000. I will admit though, current Warzone 2, I do like the fact that they put the buyback price to £3,000 because I feel like that's a reasonable amount. That is very reasonable. But yeah, the UAV, maybe you could put it at like 5,000. I'd be okay if you took 1,000 off. Okay, I thought he was heading over to the buy to use the buy, but instead he headed over to pull out his heartbeat and wander around. He's got a bounty. Is he going to act on the bounty?
1 eternity later.
Wow, he's going to lay in a bush. Interesting. This guy has 4 spectators, so not only am I spectating, but 3 other people.
Many months later.
How long is he going to lay in the bush? How long's a piece of string?
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Okay, he's waiting for that bounty to head over. He's pulled out his heartbeat. Again, shock. And he's pinging the bounty. Interesting move. Maybe he's trying to locate where they are on the map. Did he just pull out a car? Oh, the Swiss. Okay. I clearly wasn't paying attention. Wow. What an incredible shot. I will say, I really do miss the sniping on Warzone 1. Before they nerfed the snipers, I was obsessed with the car and the Swiss. Like, I used this all the time.
Eventually.
Like, the best snipers in the game. Before they had a massive nerf and they were unusable, and you just couldn't use snipers anymore, like, those 2 were my favourite. After that, I kind of just stuck with an AR SMG. I won't lie, I didn't use snipers all the time. I'd usually run a sniper and an SMG. Probably, I'd say, about 35% of my games, and the rest of the time I would run with an AR and SMG. And our guy is out. What a shock. What a shock. Who's killed him? Won't lie, I kind of want the French guy to be back. I would like to spectate him again, because he was a little demon. He was exciting to watch. Whoa, okay. This guy has 15 kills. Maybe this is my new favourite. Are we rooting for him to win? He has the car and the MP5. Oh my goodness, the MP5 in this game was incredible.
A few inches later.
Wow. One thing I don't miss about Warzone 1, how hard was it to climb up the frickin' rocks? How hard was it to like try and like walk over the smallest of rock? That was the most frustrating part about the game. I mean, there was a lot of frustrating parts, but come on. Climbing up a hill, you just could not do it. Warzone 2, they made massive improvements, and I will say, like, they really did try, and they really did make it so much easier for you to, like, climb things, especially rocks and up hills in Warzone 2. There's still improvements that need to be made, but if you compare Warzone 1 with Warzone 2, like, incredible difference.
1 hour later.
I feel like, as well, Warzone 1 came out at, like, the perfect time. Obviously, we had the pandemic, people were locked down. Okay, this guy must have, like, walls or something, or, like... How do you know he was there? Have we found a hacker? Who knows? I don't think he has aimbot. I don't think his shots are that good. I could be very wrong, but possibly was. He doesn't have a UAV, because if he did, it would be popping up right now on his minimap, and it's not. Interesting. We'll see how he plays the rest of the game. He could actually win, though.
2 hours later.
Okay, I feel like he could get over 20 kills easily. He's just sat at the top of a hill. He's got high ground. I think he knows there's no one really around him. Wow, okay. This guy has to have walls. How did he know he was there? Prior to him, like, engaging, how did he know he was there? What are your opinions? What do you think? Do you think this guy has walls, or do you think he's just lucky?
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Interesting. 4 people left. I feel like it's quite a big circle for 4 people left. If you play Warzone 2 currently, a circle this size, you're gonna have like well over 10 people left. The Fennec, okay. Interesting. No way. I'm kind of glad he's dead, you know, because I feel like he was definitely a bit sus. How frustrating must it be for him to die, though? He had like 19 kills, and the guy that's killed him is on 2. Prior to the guy dying, this guy was on 1 kill.
Meanwhile.
I'm very curious as to where the other 2 people left alive are, because I've not heard or seen them, unless they are, like Vanilla, running a riot shield hidden in a bush or in a corner. Which wouldn't surprise me, especially in solos. Wow. R.I.P. Vanilla. Thermite. And he's out. A 1v1 situation. We're going to spectate Day, who just wiped out Vanilla. You see them hopping down the hill. Okay, with a Keeler. I was obsessed with the Keeler in Verdansk when Warzone 1 first came out. Interesting play. And it absolutely did not work for Day. He is out, and Crazy has won. Sat with a riot shield underneath the rock face, waiting for him to drop down. Are we surprised? Not at all. That just sums up Warzone 1. People sat camping, riot shield, and not only Warzone 1, but solos in general. People don't like to move. People like to sit and be still and not engage in fights. Exhilarating, right? Exhilarating. I will admit, I have kind of missed Warzone 1. Just a little bit. I do prefer Warzone 2 though, as controversial as that may be. There is things from Warzone 1 that I would like them to bring to Warzone 2, but I feel like they have done a good job with Warzone 2 as a whole. I was very apprehensive at first when I first started playing. I wasn't really sure. I didn't really enjoy it too much. I did not know they could still hear me. That was very awkward.